You know, I really like tea. It seems like a week doesn't go by on YouTube that I don't hear somebody say the exact same thing.
There's thousands of games, but nothing to play.
What are you gonna do, man? There's no games to play these days.
And number 2, there is nothing to play.
For there's literally nothing to play.
There is nothing to play might be the single most ridiculous thing that I hear people say regularly. Imagine you taking your girlfriend out for a really nice dinner somewhere, and she opens up this closet full of clothing and says, I have absolutely nothing to wear. It is exactly the same thing as that. New games come out every single week, regardless of platform. I myself personally have over 4,000 games on a PDF file that I want to play. 4,000 games, and I've barely played 15 of them in the past few years. Now, I know not everybody is necessarily, say, like me, who's a completionist and is super OCD about completing literally every single tiny detail in the game. That's perfectly fine, even if you're just one of those more casual players who does the main story content, maybe fools around with some side things, does this one special activity over and over again, and then gets bored and wants to go do some other game. That's fine, but there are still so many games out there that there are for you to play. Even if you only like certain genres, there are still so many choices in every single genre of games. It doesn't matter if you like MMOs. It doesn't matter if you like battle royales, if you like RTSs or RPGs, or heaven forbid, first-person shooters. There's a stinking ton of those. There is just so many. There are so many games that you have never, ever played and could never even hope to play just because the catalog is so huge. Games that came out years ago and games that are coming out right now. Now, I know the reason why people say this, and it ultimately boils down just to being, well, honestly lazy. People say this because they only want to play certain types of game, and they narrow the field down so much. People might per se want to play only battle royale games that came out in the last year or two and are AAA. And when you narrow it down that much, of course there's nothing to play and you've already played everything because you've discounted 99.9% of all the games out there. See, there are so many great indie battle royale games. There are so many good battle royale games that aren't AAA. And dang nabbit, there are so many good games that aren't battle royales. The problem isn't that there's not games to play. The problem is people don't want to try games that they're not used to or maybe haven't played before and aren't sure that they'll like. Nobody wants to try to step out into something new, something different, and something uncomfortable. That's why you rarely ever see people go from playing first-person shooters to MMOs, or playing RTSs to maybe, say, trading card games, or card battling games, or whatever. Obviously, that's not a game I play. You can tell just by my lack of knowledge on it. But yeah, people will talk about this and say there are no games to play, there's nothing to play, and that's why I'm going back to Fortnite. Which is so stupid because there are games to play. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, Kess, maybe they just mean there's no games that they're interested in. And I can give you that, that's a fair point. But it's their phrasing that bothers me. What they should say is, there are no games coming out right now that I'm interested in, because then it puts the fault or the blame on them. It's their responsibility for not liking the games. They could even say there's no games coming out that I want to play. That's fine. Okay, maybe this industry's not catering to you at the moment. I get that. But saying that there are no new games is, one, completely false, and two, takes the responsibility off of you and puts it on the gaming companies, as if it's their fault that you don't have anything that you want to play right now. Which honestly is really, really dumb. So, and every time I hear this, I just kind of cringe a little bit because it's just so stupid. I mean, one, what you need to do is you just need to get out there and broaden your interest a little bit. Okay, yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable a little bit, maybe playing a new game that you're not used to the mechanics of, and that does things a little differently, but who knows? You might find another genre of games, or maybe at least one game that you never thought you would enjoy, but then you found out you love it and can't stop playing it. It basically comes down to people being too comfortable in their own little thing and not wanting to branch out into something new, and then blaming the industry for not catering to their very niche interests within games. And I think that's a shame. I really do. I think people should honestly try out new things more, and then they should take responsibility for their own personal tastes instead of saying that, oh, there's not any new games to play. That's just so dumb. But yeah, guys, this has been on my mind for a little bit lately, and I wanted to make a video discussing it because I just think it's incredibly stupid. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about it. What do you guys think about this? Do you agree with me, or do you think I'm not giving these people enough credit? Are you one of the people who says this often? Or are you someone like me who will play pretty much anything somebody puts in front of you? I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this video, because I've been trying a new format and it's kind of new, so if it seems a little rough, I apologize, but I'm trying out new stuff on the channel. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I've been Kess Gaming, and I will see you all at the top.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
There goes a sight from my soul.